guessing it didn't work. It did work? Did it? How about I just look it up? I don't know why I'm just asking. Just look it up. Nope. As of January 25th, 2025, MasterCard and Visa failed to stop payments on OnlyFans. Oh, wait. I should have read the rest of the headline. MasterCard and Visa failed to stop payments on OnlyFans for child sex abuse content. That headline was different than what the search was looking for. I didn't hear shit about this. What is this about? Apparently it has to do with people laundering through OnlyFans for that material. A whistleblower filed a complaint with the Treasury Financial Crimes Unit about it. Collective Shout is the one behind Steam censorship, and it's come out they've protected people who abuse kids. They're going after Detroit Become Human. The hell is Collective Shout? Sounds like a cult. Not-for-profit company limited by guarantee, governed by board of directors. We are independent registered. What? Oh. Demand payment processors stop facilitating rape, incest, and child abuse game sales. They targeted 500 games for removal from Steam, with 81 titles that they want delisted. Why Detroit Become Human? Okay, so it seems like, at least according to this here, I'll just pull it up on screen. I don't know why I'm reading it off here. Oh, here it is. In other words, it seems virtually impossible for Steam to host any adult games depicting child abuse. Rather, Collective Shout may be targeting popular video games that depict children in scenarios where they face distress or harm, even if these depictions are intended to encourage concern and care in the player. From there, the organization may be describing these titles as featuring child abuse. In 2018, Collective Shout encouraged its supporters to sign a petition to ban Detroit Become Human for sale in Australia, claiming the game features child abuse and violence against women. The petition focused on an abusive father's violent behavior towards his housekeeper and daughter in the game. This dynamic, core to the character Kara's story arc, is intended to encourage empathy for the abused woman and child. While it's unclear whether Collective Shout is actively targeting Detroit Become Human in 2025, the removal of such a game would be akin to artistic censorship of material discussing misogynistic abuse against female family members. Targeting the game, in other words, could be considered anti-feminist in intent. That's fucking baffling. I'm curious then. This is a really broad scope here. Like what they discuss as child abuse, which is any game depicting a child in scenarios where they face distress or harm. That would include things like Little Nightmares, Out of Sight, fucking Limbo, any game really. Like, actually. Last of Us, that'd be like an unbelievable amount of games. How perplexing. Detroit Become Human is a really weird one for them to go after for that as well. That doesn't really make any sense. In 2014, the organization called on Target to remove Grand Theft Auto 5 from store shelves, sharing a petition that claims the game encourages players to commit sexual violence and kill women. Collective Shout described GTA as if it were a misogynistic funhouse, stating the game lets players enact their fantasies of committing extreme violence against women, including punching women to the point of unconsciousness, killing them with a bat, gun, or machete, running them down with a car, and setting them on fire as they continue screaming. What world are we living in? What? So that all this is only reserved and acceptable if it's men. Like if you're killing men with a bat, gun, and machete, running them down with a car and setting them on fire as they scream. Like if they're making the argument that it's so violent that it's disturbing, like you do this to men and women, it'd like make more sense from their very low IQ take on it. But the fact that it's only focused on women when that is not, it's not like GTA says you need to go burn this woman alive and then commit sexual violence against all of these women to progress the game. Like, it's just absolutely fucking nothing. Oh yeah, God of War also would be in the crosshairs because it's not just Kratos. He's got a son who faces distress and harm. It's pretty much everything. Like, pretty much every game. How interesting. And they're winning. Collective Shout did just successfully bully payment processors to threaten to pull out of Steam. Unless they banned the games that Collective Shout wanted them to ban. Which they did, they complied. So I'm curious to see where this goes next. Wonder what other games they're gonna go for. Expedition 33 as well. Oh, true. Yeah, my L. Not surprised it's Australia-based. Australia has crazy game censorship. Yeah, but they're pushing for global cleansing of women and, I guess, children in video games. It should be only men forever in games, I suppose, is kind of their mission from the sound of things. You can't have a game where a woman is in distress or harm, nor a child. It can only be men. An interesting mission, I guess, when you really boil it down. Isn't that actually sexism? Well, as the article points out, basically what they're targeting is the antithesis of what they're claiming they are. Like, the things they want banned are legitimately things that would be perceived as anti-feminist in intent. And from what I read on their website, they identify as like a feminist first organization or something to that effect. And in doing so, they're basically trying to remove women from games. Like, women aren't allowed to be in GTA because if they are, they can be killed with a bat, gun, or machete, same as a man. Which is a problem, I suppose. Well, no, I guess another... Maybe their suggestion is all women in these games should be, like, immortal? Like, you can't interact with the characters outside of dialogue, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't think any game would do that. That wouldn't make any sense. You wouldn't be able to play as a woman in a game. That's how I am interpreting it as well. That's how it sounds from, like, their previous targets in the past. Like, how could you possibly play a Tomb Raider game? Because literally this can happen to Lara. Like, this literal thing they point out here for why GTA needs to be banned is exactly what Lara goes through as the protagonist. So how would Tomb Raider exist under this? Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
You're killing a lot of people and kids.
And Arabs are killing nobody, right?
Killing nobody?
Yeah, like the Arabs in the Middle East are not killing anyone, right?
Killing who?
We're the only ones killing women and children, and we're doing it alone, and there's no reason behind it. There's no reason why women and children are dying. Hi.
You from Israel?
I'm from Israel. Where are you from?
It's none of your fucking business.
What was that?
None of your fucking business.
None of my fucking business. Why are you so angry? Why are you so hostile? What rubbed you the wrong way today?
You look Indian, though.
You also look a little bit Indian. I'm not Indian at all, by the way, but thank you for saying that. Where are you from? What's your background?
Not your business.
Okay, it's not my business. So obviously you support Palestine.
You didn't feel it too? Are you gonna steal it too?
I promise you, actually, I'm more authentic than you will ever be. But if you want to start off on that, I did my DNA test. I know where I'm from. I didn't steal shit.
Really?
Yeah, and I bet you probably have a serious identity crisis. If you tell me where you're from, I could probably analyze it for you.
Yeah, sure.
You a big fan of Palestine, I'm assuming?
A big fan. What do you mean a big fan?
Like it's your whole identity, it's everything you believe in. Free Palestine from the river to the sea.
I mean, I believe it is what it is true.
It's true. Absolutely, it's true. What about Israel though? Does Israel have a right to exist?
Have the right to exist.
Mm-hmm.
They do, but they steal other countries.
Which countries has Israel stolen?
Palestine?
It was a country?
Yeah, it was a country.
When?
When?
When was Palestine a
They took
country?
it back.
And who was its leader in history? When?
Are you gonna teach me history now?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you because you apparently have new information that I don't have.
You don't look Israeli. This is why I'm confused.
What do you mean I don't look Israeli? I literally am Israeli. I'm Jewish.
You look Arab or you look Indian. So I'm not sure.
So
If you're
here's the problem with you is you probably don't even know what a real Arab looks like. And you've been so colonized in your mindset, you don't even know the diversity of the people of the Middle East. 70% of Israel looks exactly like me. 70%. 70% are Jews that came from the Middle East. Yeah, okay, you can say, no, I live here. I walk outside. I know what my people look like. The problem is you're probably some sort of Muslim. You're like a Muslim, probably. I'm not sure if you're Arab or not. I can't tell. Maybe North African or something. And you've been brainwashed to believe that everybody in the Middle East is Arab. Absolutely. Tell me where you're from. I'll tell you why.
I think you're brainwashed. You're killing a lot of people and kids.
And the Arabs are killing nobody, right?
Killing nobody?
Yeah, like the Arabs in the Middle East are not killing anyone, right? We're the only ones killing women and children, and we're doing it alone, and there's no reason behind it. There's no reason why women and children are dying.
Until now.
What was that?
You've been doing it like from 2023.
And is there a reason why women and children are dying in Palestine?
There's a reason why. I think you just got like guys are fucking retarded. They want the land.
So we're retarded. We want the land, and we're killing women and children because we want the land. I have a question. We have the army and we have the capacity to take the land right now if we wanted to.
You don't want the land. If you don't want the land, what do you want?
You tell me. Why are we? Do you know about what happened?
I'm asking you.
Do you know what?
Israel.
Do you know what happened on October 7th?
Like that bullshit from 20. You just every time I met Israeli people, like they just say, "Do you know what happened on October 7th?"
Because you say leave. You're saying leave that bullshit, but that's the reason why we're fighting.
Before that happened another war. Like this is not
when?
The first time.
What war happened before? Explain to me what war. If you're so knowledgeable on it, you should be able to tell me what happened before.
No, because you want me to hear from one side. I'm like saying story from two sides.
Habibti, I don't want you to hear from one side. I don't think you talk to Israelis. You are clearly brainwashed, and you actually have zero information on the region.
You're not the one who told me I'm brainwashed.
You're absolutely brainwashed. You don't know what's going on here.
You're Jewish, so you don't talk to me.
Sorry?
You are Jewish, right?
I'm Jewish, yeah. And you are Muslim?
I'm Christian.
You're Christian.
Yeah.
And you have such an affinity for the Palestinians. I'm shocked.
Because you bombed a church too.
And they bombed the synagogue, and they bombed the mosque, and they killed Muslims, and they killed Christians. We can all pull terrible things that the other side has done.
Yeah.
Like the Palestinians killed children, they raped women, they burned down synagogues, they bombed a mosque the other week, Just the other week, they bombed a mosque. They're
Palestine?
they're holding a Muslim hostage.
Palestine?
Yes, they are holding a Muslim hostage
You
right now
supposed to have the power to
in
fight
Gaza.
back?
In Gaza right now, they are holding a Muslim man hostage. His name is Muhammad from the south of Israel. Right now, today, they're holding him hostage. They've been holding him hostage for 2 years.
Wait, what is he doing?
Huh?
What is he doing?
He's
Like,
in
what did he
he's in a
do?
cave underground. This poor guy. They're holding him hostage. The Palestinians?
I don't get it. He is the bad guy or the good guy?
Okay, I'll explain again. The reason why you said stop the bullshit on October 7th, there's a reason why we're fighting the war. It's because of what they did on October 7th. Right now, the Palestinians in Gaza, they're holding 50 human beings hostage. One of those 50 people, his name is Muhammad, and he is a Muslim. The Palestinians, the Muslims, are holding a Muslim hostage, an Arab, as a hostage.
The Palestinian.
The Palestinians are holding a Muslim hostage. Our Muslim, an Israeli Muslim. He's ours. And they took him as a hostage.
And who are they? Who are they?
It's a mix between Hamas and the Palestinian people, because unfortunately the people of Gaza are actually helping Hamas.
Helping Hamas.
Yes.
And what Israel doing?
Israel is trying to retrieve the hostages. And I mean, at this point, they're trying to conquer the land also so they can stop the terrorists.
So, how your country is okay and Palestine is not? If Palestine is the bad guy.
Palestine is not the bad guy.
How do you have-
Palestine, this is a very stupid way. Saying Palestine is the bad guy is a very stupid way to look at it.
Palestine is from Hamas. And
Yeah,
the only
Hamas.
excuse you guys are giving us, Hamas is here. Hamas bombed us, but you are guys the one who's doing that.
So they're not
You
doing.
said
So
Hamas
they're not
bombed
doing it. Hamas.
hospital.
So Hamas is not doing it.
Doing what?
They're not bombing.
Well, they did bomb because you did bomb a hospital.
And they didn't bomb our hospital.
Like recently?
Yes, they started bombing hospitals.
I think that Iran, you're mixing it.
No, I'm talking about on October 7th. What did they do on that first day? They bombed hospitals. This is why I say you're brainwashed. You don't know the information from our side. You don't know what we went through. And not only you don't know, you don't
all
care.
lying.
So you can say it's all lies. You can say it's all bullshit. You can say I live here. I have to live under this. I've had to run to bomb shelters for the last 2 years because these terrorists keep bombing me and my grandma and my family. You don't have to deal with it. You're comfortable. You're fine. But you can keep saying
It's not my problem.
it's no problem.
because
So but no problem. It's not your
it's you
problem.
guys
But don't.
who
Why would
stole
you take a
land,
side?
not Palestine.
Why?
Like, if you asking for it because you stole the land, like what else do you want
Whose
me to
land
do?
was it? What country? You said it was a country. When was the country established? Who was the leader?
Okay, so what year was Israel?
1948.
What year was it? 48.
Yeah.
And what year was Palestine then?
You tell me. There was no Palestine. I don't know. I don't know of a
There
single.
was no Palestine.
There was never a
So you got
country
there,
or a kingdom
no
called
land.
Palestine.
You just don't know any history, bro.
Okay, I don't know any history, bro. Here we go. Hey,
Search
hey
for
Google.
Palestine.
Was there ever in the history of planet Earth a country or a kingdom called Palestine?
I cannot find any evidence of a country or kingdom called the PAL in the history of planet.
Was there ever in the history of planet Earth a country or a kingdom called Palestine?
The term Palestine has been used as a geographical designation for a region in the Eastern Mediterranean for millennia, with its earliest written record appearing in the 5th century BCE in Herodotus's histories. While the name was widely used, it did not refer to an independent country or kingdom with consistent, defined borders throughout much of history. The Romans notably renamed the province of Judea to Syria Palestina around 135.
Thank you. Never in the
I asked you
history
what
of
year was Palestine.
never in the history of planet Earth was there ever a country called Palestine. Never. Never.
So you just found a land in Middle East and you chose to take it?
Habibti, look at me. You think I found I'm from the Middle East. What do you mean I found a
Asking-
country?
I'm asking about the Israeli people.
I'm
Born in
Israeli.
Israel.
I am
How
Israeli.
did they take it? Okay, how did they take it? If it's in 1984,
They didn't take it.
Where were they before
They
that?
didn't take anything.
Where were they before that?
This is why I
Where
say
were
you're
they before that?
brainwashed.
Listen to me. Where were they before 1948?
There were Jews all over the Middle East. There were Jews in Egypt. There were Jews in Morocco. My family was in Iraq. There were
No,
Jews
I'm
in
not talking about
Turkey.
Jews. I'm not talking about Jew people. I'm talking about Israeli people who took the land. Where were they before that?
I don't think you understand the terminology here. I think you're having a hard time
You're
understanding.
not answering me.
I'm trying to explain it to you, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm speaking and it's going from one ear to the
Asking
next.
you, the people that come to the land.
So again,
Okay,
the
so
Jewish people lived all over the Middle East and they ended up in Israel. They lived all over the Middle East. There was 1 million of us, like my family, who were in Iraq, in Turkey, in Syria, in Lebanon, all over the Middle East. And the Muslims woke up one day and they said, we don't want the Jews in our countries anymore. This was before 1948. My family was kicked out of Iraq in 1941. And there were others. My grandpa was kicked out in 1930, before Israel. The Muslims said, we don't want to live with the Jews anymore. And they killed us. They kicked us out of our homes. And so many ran to Israel. Many ran to Palestine. Palestine then was part of the Ottoman Empire, which is when the Turkish colonized the Middle East. They created a region called Palestine, which included parts of Syria, parts of Lebanon, parts of Jordan, parts of Egypt, and Israel. It was not a country. It was not a kingdom. It was not anything. They had no independence. There was not a Palestinian people.
So what was it?
It was a
It was
region.
just a land?
It was a region that was managed by Turkey, colonized by Turkey. Turkey colonized the land. They oppressed everyone. They oppressed the Jews. They oppressed the Arabs. They oppressed the Armenians. They oppressed everyone. And there was no region. The borders that you see today was not the borders of Palestine. The borders of Palestine had parts of Syria in it, parts of Lebanon, parts of Jordan, parts of Egypt. It was a mess of colonization.
You said it was 84? No, 48?
48. Definitely not 84.
You come to the land, who calls now Israel.
What was that? Say that again.
I said you took the land like that year, right?
We didn't take the
They
land.
call it Israel.
We didn't take the land. There wasn't.
Whatever it is.
There was
whatever
an
it is,
agreement.
like,
There was agreement according to the UN. They offered a state to Israel and they offered a state to the Muslims. They said the Jews can have one piece of land, the Muslims can have one piece of land, so we can have peace. The Jews said yes. The Muslims said no, we're going to kill you. And then Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran all attacked Israel on the same day. And we won. My grandpa fought in that war. He was a young teenager.
Can I ask you something?
Please, anything.
How old are you? if you don't mind?
I'm 29.
29. You were in Israel all your life?
I've been parts of my life in America, parts of my life in Israel.
Okay, because I'm asking because of the accent.
Yeah,
No.
I lived all over the world. I've been traveling for 10 years now, so I've been to 77 countries. So I lived in many places, but I live in Israel now.
But don't you think that's dangerous?
To live in Israel?
No, like because it's a war and everything.
So actually, I explained to you the Israeli mindset, just so you understand how much we love this land and how much it's important for us to be here. I was living in the Philippines on October 7th when the war happened. I had a house on a tropical island. I was surfing every day, enjoying my life. I was a YouTuber, like a travel YouTuber. That's what I did. When the war started,
Like vlogging.
like a vlogging. That's what I did as my full-time job. When the war started, I left everything in my life before. I stopped making money. I dropped my whole career. I came here on a one-way ticket just so I can make videos about my country. so I could explain to people about what's happening for real in the war.
Has it? You've been doing this since like
October 7th.
October 7th?
Yeah. And not just me, but millions or hundreds of thousands of Israelis and Jewish people who were living outside of Israel on October 7th. This is the only place in the world where a war starts and people come back. It's the only place in the world. Everywhere else, when a war happens, people leave. Here, hundreds of thousands came back because we don't have anywhere else to go. The Muslims kicked us out of every country in the Middle East. The Americans or the people in the West, now they chant Khaybar, Khaybar ya Yehud. They say free Palestine because they want to kill us. We have nowhere else to go except for our country.
I don't know what else to say because it's like when you talk to someone from Palestine, it gives you good reasons, and when you talk to someone from Israel, it gives you reasons to.
Because there's
how to
truth.
speak out.
There's truth on both sides. I always tell somebody, if you talk to me, you should also talk to a Palestinian to get their perspective. But a Palestinian is not going to tell you that. A Palestinian is not going to tell you talk to an Israeli.
What they're doing too. Like it's not about the religion. I think it's about where he actually lives.
I didn't say anything about the religion. We have peace with many Muslims. We have in Israel, we have 2 million Muslims who live with us. We have 2 million Palestinians that live in our country. But go find me another Arab country where Jews live open and freely. Go find me a Muslim country that accepts Jewish people. It's rare. It happens, but it's rare.
So you think it's about like do you think really people think about Israel is right or Palestinian is right?
I think that people don't understand Israelis or Israel at all. At all. They don't know who we are. They don't know our story. It's just the same way when we started this conversation. You said I stole the land, stole the land. My whole family is made up of refugees who came here with nothing. They were kicked out of their homes. They didn't steal anybody's land. Nobody's land. And even my grandma, she's 86 years old. Huh?
This is what you see all the time.
I know, but it's propaganda, and that's why I say you've been brainwashed. You've been brainwashed actually very successfully. You have no idea about the history of our people at all. You don't know anything.
If you want, you can give me your channel and I'll subscribe.
I love it. That's great. Can I finally know where you're from? I'm so curious. Can I know what?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe you're a Syrian. I can't tell. You look Middle Eastern, but I'm not sure. Your accent,
which one
I
is
can't understand your accent. It's throwing me off.
I know. Which one is it? The first
Yeah,
one?
either one. If you can look up both, you'll find me on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll just take a screenshot.
Okay. So where are you from?
Yes.
Turkey? Syrian? Tell me, can you give me a hint? Tell me what your favorite food is from your country.
It's maqluba.
Okay, are you Lebanese? Are you Palestinian? Are you Jordanian?
No, I'm not Palestinian. I'm Iraqi.
Shaku Mako Habibti, I'm Iraqi also.
What? I told you.
Maklube. Why maklube? Maklube Iraqi. You eat say kube. Say kichri. Say something Iraqi.
Maqluba. I love maqluba. It's Iraqi.
This right here is my grandfather's Torah, and it's written in Iraqi. It's actually written. Everything is in Iraqi. This is my Iraqi aunt from Baghdad.
What?
My whole family, my mom's side of my family, my grandma and my grandpa are from Iraq, from Baghdad.
I told you, you look Arab. You look Iraqi. Like,
See?
You look someone like.
I didn't think. See, I said you look Indian. You said I look Indian. We both have a problem. We keep calling Iraqis Indians. We have an issue. I love it. I'm so happy. You made my day today. You really made my day. So just so you know, so you're an Iraqi Christian. Are you a Syrian?
No, I'm Iraqi.
Just like Iraqi. Do you
Iraqi.
you consider yourself Arab?
Yeah, I'm Arab.
Okay. I'm going to tell you something. because it's my duty to tell you this. And
Yeah.
and I really do ask. Please feel free if you ever have questions, you want to message me about it. Message me. Watch my videos because I talk about this all the time. You are not an Arab. You are not an Arab. And I'm not an Arab.
How?
How? When did the Arabs make it to Iraq?
I don't know.
It was like it was 1,000 years ago. What was Iraq before the
no,
Arabs?
we're not Arab. We're not Arab. I know. We're not Arab.
You are Mesopotamian, you are Babylonian, you are Assyrian, you are a part of the most amazing history in the world. We are a part of the most amazing history in the world. Actually, one sec. You know this? You know the kafia?
Yeah, I know this.
This shit's ours.
Yeah,
This
kafia.
is mine and yours. This is not Palestinian. You know this, right?
I know. Yeah.
You know the history?
Yes.
See, this is and everyone they always tell me because I make videos about the kafia all the time. I explain to people Kufa is from Iraq. This is called the shmach.
Everyone know it's from Iraq. Yeah, we don't call it kufia. We call it shmach.
Shmach. But you know the thing is, the Palestinians now they pretend they made a story that this is theirs. They say here this is zait. They say this is olive. They say that this is the olive leaf for the olive trees. And I'm like, brother, no, this is Iraqi. This is ours.
I think it's a different story. Like, that's not how we made it.
We made it.
Yeah,
We did. So the reason why I say this is because it's a personal goal for me now to make sure that every Iraqi knows they are not Arab. They are Arabized. It's not a problem. You can speak Arabic. You can be a Muslim. You can be a Christian. Mashallah. Do whatever makes you happy. But we are not Arabs. We are a part of a beautiful history. The most beautiful history. The Oud behind me. This is not Arab either. This is Iraqi. This is from the time of Gilgamesh. That's ours also. Oh, I think we lost her. I love this conversation. Ah, man, I couldn't even say goodbye. Well, hopefully she messages me. I love that girl. That was one of my favorite conversations from start to finish. That's called making peace. That's called teaching. That's Hasbara right there. If you support my channel, that's what you're supporting. That's the kind of change we're trying to make. Now, somebody needs to fund me going to Iraq and actually doing this shit on the ground. And hopefully not getting killed by ISIS. See you guys in the next one. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel. And you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.
like my dad and I would go out for barbecue and we would come home and we would watch The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, and the Colbert Report would come on right after that. I used to love Stephen Colbert. He was amazing. He's a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. I cannot bring myself to hate this guy, right? But goddamn, does he make it easy? Well, he really makes it so, I can say the opposite. He makes it so hard to not fucking hate him. And this is how Stephen Colbert has evolved. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Listen to this.
Some folks are skeptical. Thankfully, Big Pharma has come up with a way to reassure the public about their motives. And it's all in their new ad.
Are you worried about the future? Unable to sleep at night? Afraid that pharma companies will
Johnny
put their
Carson.
profits
That's what it was.
ahead of your health?
Yeah.
If you are concerned
like
about
them.
the cost of a vaccine, ask your doctor about Vaxilax. Vaxilax is the only medication
Jimmy
proven
Fallon? No,
to
I don't like
reduce
him.
anxiety about Big Pharma taking advantage of you in a national crisis.
Yep, there you go.
can trust Vaxilax because of its mascot, Professor Cashington, the ethical money sack.
Side effects of Vaxilax include legless rest syndrome, kidney rhinestones, crumblefoot, spontaneous beard sparrows, the galloping hoop sticks, spinal crunch wrapping, Ferdinand's flopsy, big old pink face, Gordon's fisherman syndrome, scrotal yodas, chronic vaccine resistance, facial graham crackering, full-blown coronavirus, and dollar bills, y'all.
That's funny. It's ironic.
The vaccine.
Man. I never watched this when it happened. I never did. Oh my God. So they canceled this show, apparently. And anyway, let's go back. I'll see a few. Okay. So is
The
this?
vaccine-
Yeah, no, I already saw that one before. And let's see, where the fuck is this? Oh, here we go. Him talking about.
My parent corporation, Paramount, paid Donald Trump a $16 million settlement
Wow.
over his 60 Minutes lawsuit.
So there is a theory going around right now that Stephen Colbert is a sacrificial lamb for CBS, and CBS has agreed to settle with Donald Trump by canning Stephen Colbert. Which, by the way, maybe that's what happened. I have no idea.
As someone who has always been a proud employee of this network, I am offended. And I don't know if anything will ever repair my trust in this company. But just taking a stab at it, I'd say $16 million would help.
Yeah.
This settlement.
There's something else that also repaired people's trust, too. You just don't know it yet, do you? Oh.
This settlement is for a nuisance lawsuit Trump filed claiming that 60 Minutes deceptively edited their interview with then-candidate Kamala Harris
yeah.
last fall. Paramount knows they could have easily fought it
Trump, I'll
because,
watch
in their own
after
words,
we
the
finish this.
lawsuit was completely without merit. And keep in mind,
Then why'd
Paramount
they
produced
settle?
Transformers, Rise of the Beast. They know completely without merit.
Hey,
Now,
no, that show, the target audience for that show is 11, okay? Kids love that shit.
Unlike,
Yeah, it is.
unlike the payoffs from ABC and Twitter, Paramount settlement did not include an apology.
But it did include
Instead,
a
that's good.
sacrifice.
Instead, the corporation released a statement where they said, "You may take our money, but you will never take our dignity. You may, however, purchase our
You may, however, take Stephen Colbert.
dignity for the low price of $16 million. We need the cash."
Yeah.
Now,
It's really funny to hear this, like, literally 3 days before his show gets canceled. It's crazy to hear this. Wow. Bro, like, that sucks. Damn, bro, he's dancing around talking shit.
what can I say? Mr. Steven loves to dance. Now, I believe this kind of complicated financial settlement with a sitting government official has a technical name in legal circles. It's big fat bribe. Because this all comes as Paramount's owners are trying to get the Trump administration to approve the sale of our network to a new owner,
Oh.
Skydance.
Wow.
Not the music I was expecting. Okay. That was.
I think that like in general, the people talking about like what their network is doing in general on television, I think it's kind of awkward for the audience, and it just kind of is like a clap along, you know, seal moment, right? It's like it's a meta. It's like when streamers talk about their stream. I think it's tacky, or like a bar, like, you know, you like, you're going here to relax. Like, you don't want to hear somebody complain about their job or their employer. Like, you can make a couple of jokes here and there, but like,
that was me
an
dancing in
ongoing
the sky. And some of the TV typers out there are blogging that once Skydance gets CBS, the new owner's desire to please Trump could put pressure on late-night host and frequent Trump critic Stephen Colbert. Okay. But how are they going to put pressure on Stephen Colbert if they can't find him?
Man, this is Colbert, obviously, talking about and complaining about how Trump isn't going to get his show canceled. And this is also him talking about his show being canceled. The clip of him talking about his show not being canceled was from 3 days ago. The clip of him talking about his show being canceled is from yesterday. And so definitely not a good day to be Stephen Colbert. Let me see if I can find, where did it go? There's just been so many of these I've been trying to keep up with. Okay, yep, here we go. All right. It's not a good day for free speech. Nope. Do not ever, ever, ever for a second let anybody try to tell you that this is some kind of loss for free speech when these people went on crusades. Every single late night talk show host. You want to talk about free speech? Yeah, that's like North Korea's free speech. Everybody can have whatever opinion they want as long as it's the right opinion. Every single late night talk show host is just the same flavor of vanilla. That's the problem. And so the issue is that really Stephen Colbert, I mean, like, in my opinion, I think he's an entertaining, funny guy. But in general, let's be real. Like, this isn't free. How is it free speech when every single late night show pushes every single left-wing talking point completely, and there is no, like, you have a popular vote. At least 30% of the country voted for Donald Trump, but not a single one of those people are represented in late night television. Does that seem interesting to you? Come on. So the solution now is to cancel the show that goes against the talking points of the current administration? Absolutely. If people would do something against you, do it against them. Nobody wins by being, you have to remember, I say this every time, George Washington sailed across the frozen sea in the middle of the night on Christmas Eve. And he killed the fucking British armies in their sleep. Merry motherfucking Christmas. Now you're dead. That's right. And that was the first president. And we look at him as, you know, generally kind of as a winner. Winners win and losers lose. Always play to win. Where's the holiday spirit? Well, they became holiday spirits. Here we go. Let's watch it.
Oh, hey, everybody. We got a great show for you tonight. Senator Adam Schiff was my guest. We harmonized on 7 Bridges Road. What a voice. I cried. But before we start the show, I want to let you know something that I found out just last night. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. Damn. And yeah, I share your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced.
I think that Stephen Colbert is an S-tier satirist, and I wish he would just go back to doing that. I think if he did more level-headed satire comedy, I think he would be super popular. He would be so good. I always thought that this role for him wasn't very good in general. Yeah, like I would just like I'm very disappointed, as I said before, as like a fan of Stephen Colbert, that like he kind of let the Late Show turn into what it is. But basically, what happened is that the parent company with Late Show, I think it's CBS, basically sacrificed Stephen Colbert. It seems like to Donald Trump.
This is all just going away.
Yeah.
And I do want to say, I do want to say that the folks at CBS have been great partners. I'm so grateful
Apparently
to the
not.
Tiffany Network for giving me this chair and this beautiful theater to call home. And of course, I'm grateful to you, the audience, who have joined us. Every night, in here, out there, all around the world, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. I'm grateful to share the stage with this band, these artists over here every night.
Oh.
And I am extraordinarily, deeply grateful to the 200 people who work here. We get to do this show.
That's a lot of people for a
We
show
get
like
to
that.
do this show for each other every day, all day. And I've had the pleasure and the responsibility of sharing what we do every day with you in front of this camera for the last 10 years. And let me tell you, it is a fantastic job. I wish somebody else was getting it. And it's a job that I'm looking forward to doing with this usual gang of idiots for another 10 months. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
We're going to lock in.
Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Y'all ready? Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Dante, let's do the show. Jazz Cowboy, drop it on the poof.
It's the Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Well, I can see why it got canceled. And anyway, so let's go back. We're going to look at a few more of these here and talk about it. Let me go back and see if I can find the rest of this. And yep, not so good, huh, guys? Wow, not so good. And anyway, let's take a look at some other ones here, and we'll see what people are looking at. Losing $40 million per year erases the conspiracy about. Well, let me go back and see if there's any more of this. And, oh, yeah, obviously, like, he was talking about it. Let me scroll back up and make sure I find it. His being canceled. Where is the other one? Sorry, there's, like, 15 different topics. I just need to make sure I'm, like, locked in with all of them. And where is the time-lapse? Where did the time-lapse go? I know I saw it. And now I can't find it again. There we go. All right, so this is Stephen Colbert talking about Trump. This is from 2017. You can't read it, but I'll tell you what it says.
Donald Trump has been sworn in as President of the United States. I know. Listen. We're just as confused as you are. Joe Biden did it. I sat down and just started crying with relief. And Evie said, you never have to talk about him again.
This is the second panel out of 4. How did you ever think that was going to happen? How did you ever think that?
And then I cried with joy.
Jesus.
Bizarre and vicious campaign fueled by a desperate need not to go to jail, Donald Trump has won the 2024 election. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. Donald Trump has been sworn in as...
And you remember, like, and you'll see, like, even the first one here, you can clearly see he's not a big fan of Donald Trump, but he's trying to be... Imagine this, he's trying to be funny and entertaining.
As President of the United States.
Yeah.
I know.
He's trying.
I know. Listen. We're just as confused as you are. Joe Biden did it.
And you can see, right? He's trying to be funny. He's trying to entertain people and not just be one-dimensional.
I sat down and just started crying with relief. And
Bro, what is this? It turned into a little bit of, like, left-leaning comedy to crying, getting mad, the vaccine thing. Like, really, it's embarrassing.
Said you never have to talk about him again. And then I cried with joy.
Wow. And everybody
After a
clapped.
bizarre and vicious campaign fueled by a desperate need not to go to jail, Donald Trump has won the 2024 election.
And so you can see clearly, can you tell like kind of the difference here about like the personality and like the vibe, where like earlier on, like it was still there was an attempt made to be entertaining, right? Like an attempt was at least tried to be entertaining. Whereas with this, it's just fucking like talking about how he's bad. Dude, 2021 was a fucking fever dream, wasn't it? Oh my God. Can you believe that? You just want people to agree with you politically? Not necessarily. I'll give you a great example. So I can see what you're saying, but nobody says that about Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's obviously a left-wing guy. You don't hear me saying that about Jon Stewart even now.
You know, let's say they're from Judea or Samaria. Should they live there?
Brother, I don't think you can do a DNA test for people and say if they're allowed to live there or not. I don't think that's right. That's not right. Like, then you shouldn't live in the United States of America if it's going on DNA. Yeah. You're not talking to the state of Israel. You're talking to Tal, who's a descendant of refugees from the Middle East.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Habibi.
Habibi ياخدك inshallah.
Habibi. We've spoken before. You've got a familiar demeanor about you.
No, I've never spoke to you before.
No, I could sense a bit of an anger that I've talked to before.
What are you, a fucking Israeli?
Yes.
You're happy about that?
Listen, man, you calm down with the racism. You can.
That's not racism. That's not.
You
racism.
can chill, and I'll prove that it is.
That's not racism.
I'll prove that it is. I'll prove that it is.
No, it's not.
Give me some time to work it out of you. We'll get to it. Where are you from?
It's not racism. You're literally a fucking military state.
I've never been in the army. I never served in the army.
You're a military.
I've never killed anyone in my life. I'm a journalist. I have no protections from anyone. I've never been in the army. I never killed anyone.
How long ago did you move there from the States?
I've lived in and out of my whole life. My parents are from here. My grandma's from here. I've been in and out of the place my whole life.
You're pretty funny, man.
Why? What's the problem? We can have a conversation, human being to human being.
Conversation about what?
I'm curious. First of all, I'm curious. What's your background? Where are you from?
It doesn't matter.
Why do you guys always respond like that? Why are you so afraid to say where you're from?
Who's you guys? Why are you being racist?
Usually Arabs. Like usually you guys don't want to respond.
You said you guys.
Yes, you guys. Bro, what the fuck you on about? I'm Middle Eastern. I'm just like you. We're the same thing.
Are you racist?
I'm literally Middle Eastern.
I'll prove to you that you're racist. Come on.
I'm like you. I look like you. I'm literally Middle Eastern.
Cut the bullshit, man.
Why are you gaslighting me? I literally look like you. We look the same.
No, you don't.
White people would see the two of us and say we're both terrorists. We're the same blood. I'm Middle Eastern just like you.
If being an Arab, I guess you're a terrorist. I mean, you're pretty racist, bro.
I'm not racist. I'm just being real with you. I don't know what happened to you in America, but you became like a bit of a pussy, bro. You could just tell me where you're. You could tell me where you're from. Why is it an issue to say what your ethnicity is?
You're the first thing that you said to me is that I was racist. So I think you're the pussy.
I'm not. I'm calling it how it is. I know you without even talking to you. That's the thing. It's like you guys all talk exactly the same way. It's so weird.
You guys, see, here we go. You guys again. You're pretty racist.
So what's the issue with telling me where you're from?
I mean, if you wanna take that route, I mean, I'll just cook the shit out of you.
I know. I'm waiting for you to deliver. It's just a matter of time before you start unwinding.
No, I mean, what's there to talk to you about?
Well, first,
can I
know where you're from?
You know what you're doing.
Can I know where your ethnic? Can I know where your ethnic background is? I'm curious because I want to know.
I'll tell you where I was ethnically cleansed from.
Are you Palestinian?
Palestine.
Okay, amazing. What's the issue with saying it? I don't understand why you want to avoid talking about it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. It totally matters.
No, it doesn't matter because the whole world right now is like, what the fuck? Like, that's enough.
Where in Palestine are you from?
That truly does not matter.
Why? I don't understand why.
Somewhere where there's no settlers.
Okay, amazing. What, Ramallah, Janine, Tulkarm? Where are you from?
Somewhere where there's no settlers, thank God.
When do they become settlers? When they become Jewish or when they become Zionists?
You know, you think you're funny. You think you're
Okay,
smart.
okay. You're obviously
But
very.
you're just being a smart ass.
Okay, you're obviously very defensive. So I want to talk to you in the way that I'll
Of
actually. Be able
course.
I want to talk to you in a way that you'll actually be able to produce a conversation with me. Because everything I feel like everything I'm going to
So
say.
let me ask you this: where are you recording this from? For TikTok or for?
I'm not recording this.
Instagram. No, I don't care if you are. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
I really don't care.
So I'm curious because.
So if you are, you know, a lot of people that do know me on social media, they're gonna see I'm about to cook your ass.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Cook my ass. Let's see you do it.
Okay. So where do you like? What do you want, dude? Where do you want to start?
I want to talk to you, bro. I've wanted to talk to you from the first second we matched on here.
Is there something to talk about?
So hold on. Do you not want to talk about it? You just want to leave? You want to like you want to go? Why haven't you skipped already?
What is there to talk about besides
There's
the fact
a million and a half things to talk about that you and I probably don't agree on.
Besides the fact that you guys are committing a genocide. Besides the fact.
Okay, I don't think it's a genocide.
Yeah, well, that's good for you.
Was October 7th a genocide?
Besides the fact that October 7th, was it a reaction to what you guys created?
Was it a genocide?
Even though it shouldn't have happened.
Okay.
It's a reaction.
Well,
to what you guys
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for saying that.
But it's a reaction to what you guys created.
So I can also say every single life, every single woman, child, innocent person that dies in any of the parts that are considered Palestinian territories is a tragedy. An absolute tragedy, unequivocal tragedy. And it breaks my heart. The same way that you can condemn October 7th, I can condemn that as well. Absolutely. So maybe you'll find that we have more in common than you think we do. And did he skip? Let's see, or is it just a connection thing? Okay, he's back. Amazing. Okay, I thought you skipped. So,
Yeah.
so you know, already we can find some common ground here.
Did you hear me say that I condemned it?
No, but you said it wasn't
Shouldn't
right.
have happened.
Shouldn't have happened.
You guys made it happen.
But you condemn it, right? Obviously, shouldn't have happened is condemning it. Or you're
Are we doing this Pierce Morgan thing? Do you condemn October
We don't
7th?
have to. I mean, if you want to say
come on.
if you want to say you're are you happy
What,
with October 7th?
what the last 70-something years now, shouldn't have happened either. Like,
I actually agree with you, by the way. I agree with you. I think the last 77 years have been an absolute tragedy. I think they've been a fucking mess. It's been terrible. It's been managed in the worst possible way possible. I think it's horrible. I think a lot of it has to do with European influence as well. It's absolutely terrible what's happened in the last 77 years. It shouldn't have been done the way that it's been done. It's been a mess from day one. From day one, and everything leading up to 1948 was a fucking mess as well. The Ottoman Empire, their entire involvement pushing up into this, the British Empire, and then everything that both the Jews and Arab leaders have done in this land from 1948 till now has been disgusting. It's been terrible. It's been a fucking mess. It's been a mess. I agree with you.
So
on
what's
that.
your plan here? What's your goal here?
Overall, I believe that we should live together. I DNA tested myself. People, Arabs and Muslims online kept on telling me, DNA test yourself. DNA test yourself. You're probably not from there. You're probably from India.
So where are you on? You're on TikTok?
I wanted to
Instagram? Where
know.
you at?
I DNA tested myself. I'm 100% from this land. 99% Canaanite Levantine. So I know why I have such an affinity for my Palestinian brothers and sisters. I like being around you guys. I enjoy it. I've been to Ramallah. I've been to Nablus. I've sat with Palestinians.
So, hold on. So hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Yes.
You know you just cooked yourself, right?
Why? I've been waiting for you to cook me. You said you were going to cook me. You haven't done it yet.
No, you just did it to yourself. Repeat what you just said.
I've been to Ramallah. I've been to Nablus. I've sat with Palestinians.
You're what? 99% what?
I'm 99% Palestinian.
So you admit it.
On the DNA test, it says Canaanite Levantine. I'm 99% Palestinian.
So you're one of the ones that didn't convert to, let's say, Islam or Christianity.
No, my family was diasporically in different places in the Middle East. They came back, but the DNA test, it tells you where your DNA is from. I cross-verified it. It tells you Canaanite Levantine, which means you're from here. Huh?
So you're one of the ones that didn't convert to Christianity or Islam.
Like, we're Jews. We're Jews from the land who went out to different places. We got kicked out to different countries, came back.
But you converted to Judaism.
No, I did not convert to Judaism. I mean, I don't know. Somewhere down the line,
somewhere
down the line, it's possible.
If your DNA goes back to Canaanite,
yeah,
somewhere in the bloodline, someone converted or whatever to Judaism.
Sure, that's a fair. I mean, look, when you look at it biblically, Abraham came from Iraq to Canaan with monotheism. So, like, my bloodline is a mix of everything. You know, it's a mix of Canaanite, it's a mix of Aramean.
Right, but no, hold on. But hold on, because if that was part of your bloodline, then it would show something like Mesopotamia, right?
It does. It shows Aramean as well. But Aramean are an interesting mix because they lived on the borders of the Levant and Mesopotamia. So Aramean, like what's it called? Abraham's father-in-law was Aramean. So that's the problem is the DNA tests don't give you a perfect answer. That's why I don't really believe in the DNA test. Like if you have, for example, a Palestinian in Ramallah who has 20% Arab DNA in him and then the 80% is Canaanite Levantine, does that mean he's less?
Right, because we were Arabized.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, does that mean he has less
We'll
of
see
a?
that.
Does
And
he?
The 80% you're talking about is, let's say, the Bronze Age.
So what
Canaanites.
I'm saying is that mean does he have less of a reason to live in the land? Like, for example, people in Gaza, a lot have a higher percentage of Egyptian DNA than they do Levantine/Canaanite. Does that
But
mean
that's not necessarily true because a lot of them were moved into Gaza from different parts of
But
Palestine.
does that? But what I'm saying is, does that mean they shouldn't live there? Same thing with Palestinians in the north and Druze people. They have the last name Halabi. A lot of them came from Syria.
But should people with 20% or 28%, let's say they're from Judea or Samaria, should they live there?
Brother, I don't think you can do a DNA test for people and say if they're allowed to live there or not. I don't think that's right. That's not right. Like, then you shouldn't live in the United States of America if it's going on DNA.
I shouldn't.
But
I should live in my land.
But that's what I'm saying is like what the black Bedouins of the southern Negev, the black Palestinians of Gaza, they came from West Africa. Are you going to DNA test them and tell them you can't live there because they don't have any DNA from the Levant? It's like, bro, that's not correct.
But here's the thing. The thing is that your guys' claim is that, this is our land. God says it's our land.
That's not my claim. I've never claimed that. I've never claimed that in my life. You're talking to me. You're not talking to the state of Israel.
You guys claim that this is your land.
You're not talking to the state of Israel. You're talking to Tal, who's a descendant of refugees from the Middle East.
All Jews believe that this is their land.
So you're talking to Tal, who is a descendant of refugees from the Middle East. I am amongst another million Jewish descendants of Mizrahi Jews from the Middle East who all have shared DNA from this land. But we're not going to have a perfect 99%, just like Palestinians are not going to have a perfect 99%.
What does your neon sign say back there?
That's the name of my YouTube channel.
Which is?
The Traveling Clat. Or you can just look
You
up.
can get
you can look
one
up
that's right.
You can look up my name. That's also.
Tal. Let me see who I'm talking to. Who I talk to? Mr. Tal.
Before I thought you were gonna cook me, bro. You haven't cooked shit yet.
Well, I want to see who I'm talking
I think you
to.
became my friend, man. You've been trying to cook, but you haven't cooked shit.
Well, I mean, you just admitted that you're Palestinian. So
I mean, my DNA test says Canaanite Levantine. What am I? Is everyone in the region of Canaan?
A lot of Israelis believe that there's no such thing. There's no Palestinians that are.
I mean, brother, if you want to get into semantics, like.
I'm not. That's not semantics. That's the claim. That's 99%.
But I'm saying if you want to get into semantics,
you are the only person that's ever actually admitted that.
But this is what I'm saying. If you want to get into semantics, who biblically was referring to themselves as Palestinian? If we're looking at the land like biblically, the name Palestine didn't come around till much later. So
I'm not looking at the land biblically. You guys claim.
So, but if you want me to call myself if that's what will make you happy, to make me feel like I'm part of the land.
No, that's not necessarily what makes me happy. Actually, I was very surprised by you telling me what your DNA was.
But this is what I'm saying is I went through the work to test it because people were asking me. But I know that there's millions of other Jews just like me that all came from the Middle East. We're the majority of the state of Israel. We're 70% of the state of Israel.
Bro, stop.
Look it up. Google it. You don't believe me. I live here.
No, I know that. Yes. No. First of all. Hold on. Rewind.
Let's rewind.
Because you said a lot of things that are not.
Let's rewind, Habibi. Let's do it. Let's go. Rewind
So
with me.
when you want to talk about the state of Israel, so you're talking about Israel proper. You're talking about obviously not the West Bank.
Not the West Bank.
Not Gaza. Obviously, that's why you guys don't want a one-state solution because you will not be the majority anymore. You will not be 70% anymore. Okay?
Actually, no, that's not what I believe. I don't believe that there should be another.
I'm just telling you.
But you're talking to me. You're not talking to you guys. You're talking to me. Listen to what I have to say, bro.
Great. But you also did say that the majority of you are from the Middle East. This is not true.
In the state of
At
Israel,
all.
it's 70%. You can look it up.
That is not. First of all, in the state of Israel, you can't even take a DNA test.
Yes, you
So slow
can.
down.
I did it here in Israel.
Slow down. Slow down.
But I did it here in Israel. What are you talking about?
So why is it law not to be able to take a DNA test?
You absolutely. It costs $200. Anyone can do it. It's a little more expensive.
Look, like I said, you're saying things that are not true. So
I did it here in Israel, Habibi. I did it here.
I'm trying to find your YouTube channel. Where's your YouTube channel at?
Did you look up my name, Tal Oran, or the Traveling Clad? Oh, I fucked my fan. I'll pick it up in a second. This is a good conversation. But what you're saying is not true.
481,000 subscribers. There you go, buddy.
Gang, gang. Say hello to everyone. People are going to love you, man.
Oh, fuck. Better not put my shit on there. God.
Of course I'm putting you on. Are you kidding me? This is one of the best conversations I've had, bro. You're getting roasted. You're getting cooked. You came in here with so much. You were like, I'm going to cook your ass. I'm going to cook your ass. You haven't said shit yet. All you've said is pro-Palestinian lying talking points.
Slow your ass down. First of all, you already admitted that you're Palestinian, so relax yourself.
If that's what
Relax
makes you
yourself.
happy, Habibi, then I'll say I'm Palestinian all day.
You literally said that you're Palestinian. You literally said that you're
If that is
Canaanite.
what makes you happy, if that's what gives
So
you
what's
peace
your
of mind.
stance? I mean, I don't get where.
Let me
like, here's
finish.
the thing, like,
Let me
what's your
finish.
stance on anything?
Let me tell you my stance. I don't believe that anybody can make a moral or ethical argument to having another Muslim country in the world or another Arab country in the world. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's ethical. We have 23 Muslim or 23 Arab countries in the world.
Ethically cleansing people is ethical.
No. Hold on.
How are you going to talk about ethics?
But let me speak. Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Like, it's unbelievable.
Let me finish.
Like,
Khalas, listen to what I'm saying.
The way you guys
But listen
think
to
is
what
like,
I'm saying.
whoa.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Whoa.
Let me finish my sentence. I don't believe you can make a moral, ethical argument to having another Muslim country in the world or another Arab country in the world. I say we should all live together in Israel. Jewish-controlled land, Jewish-controlled nation, one nation called Israel. Everybody lives here together. Happily kumbaya. That's what I believe in.
Is that a democracy?
I don't think we can be a democracy. And I don't believe in democracy.
You believe Israel's a democracy?
No, I don't believe it's a democracy. I think it's been lying to itself, pretending it's a democracy, and I don't think it should be a democracy.
So that's good. We got that straight.
Brother, I'm telling you, we probably agree on most things.
You're Palestinian, and Israel's not a democracy.
I'm telling you,
things we can agree on.
I'm telling you, we probably agree with me on most things. We could probably see eye to eye. I think you have a lot of walls up because probably many Israelis have verbally abused you on here, and that's wrong. I don't believe in that.
Verbally abused me?
Yeah, I know. There's a big issue with Arabs and Israelis on here where they just fucking yell and curse at each other, and it's not right.
That's all this app is. Okay, go ahead.
So I'm saying I know you have your walls really high right now because you think I'm your enemy. I'm not your enemy. I'm your brother, and I believe that we could live together. I believe we should live together. I don't want to separate our two stories. I don't think Jews can succeed in this world, and I don't think Palestinians can succeed in this world without each other.
You literally just told me that this is a Jewish land, should be Jewish controlled.
Yeah.
You came to my land, and then
I didn't come to your land. I DNA tested myself. I'm from here also.
Together, we're brothers.
Brother, I'm from here also. I DNA tested myself as per your request. I'm from here.
But are you normal?
Brother,
like are you thinking about what
I'm from here.
How do you think that's normal?
Where am I from?
To come to a land.
Where am I from?
To push the people out of its land.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Do you not want
say, then declare a state, and then preemptively strike other countries, and then go, but we're brothers.
Am I not from here?
Did I ever say that you were?
You're saying I'm coming to another country. I'm from here. This is my land as much as it's your land.
No, but here's the thing. You're from there.
Yeah.
But when this occurred in 1948, you weren't from there.
I wasn't born.
You weren't from there.
I wasn't born.
Your family was not from there.
I wasn't even sperm. I wasn't even sperm yet. I wasn't even a sperm cell yet.
You weren't even a thought, and neither was with all due respect, your grandmother. So
no, my grandmother was alive before the state was born. But she was
living where?
In Iraq. She was ethnically cleansed from Iraq to here. They were kicked out.
No, most of you left Arab countries.
Not my grandparents.
To go to your quote-unquote state of
Not
Israel.
my grandparents. They were kicked out during the 1941 Farhud. You can ignore it, but you shouldn't. I don't ignore your suffering. You shouldn't ignore mine. I acknowledge your suffering. Why would you, like, the thing is, I'm another Middle Eastern. I'm just like you. Why the hell could you look at me in the eyes and be like, nah, you just went for a better opportunity? My grandparents got kicked out of their
All
homes.
of you did. Not 99%. If you're the 1%.
So I'm the 1%. Can I stay?
99%
so
left for a better opportunity.
I'm the
Just like
1%. Let's say you're right. 99%
just like
left.
They come from Russia till today.
I'm not from Russia. I have no connection to Russia. I have no connection to New York. I am from Iraq.
Just like they came from Syria.
But you're not talking to somebody
Iraq,
from Syria. You're talking to somebody
from everywhere.
You're talking to somebody whose family got kicked out.
You guys backed
Nobody took us in. Nobody took us in.
Yeah.
Nobody took us in. They got here and they arrived in a war.
Your specific scenario.
But I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about other people.
True.
I'm talking about me.
You're talking about your specific scenario that could or could not be true.
What do you
I know that?
Okay, so don't believe me. So how can I know that your situation is true? So how do I know that your situation is true?
About the masses.
So how do I know your situation is true? You could be lying.
We're talking about the masses.
So I don't believe you either then.